I'm Qami. You might know me as Marshmallow, currently the highest ranked scrapper in EU Central region. This is my guide to PvP as a scrapper. I'll talk in this guide about role in PvP, abilities, combos, tips, and mindset you should have while playing the class. First, let's talk about what role Scrapper fills and what we should focus on while playing her. The class is a mobile frontliner, which main focus is pinning down single targets, constantly annoying enemies with low cooldown engages and force openings, but it's more likely you get caught the more aggressive you play and become a burden for your team instead. To avoid that, I usually engage, but my dodge and tech roll are not on cooldown. I use Scrapper's mobility to bait enemy defensive abilities and give my team advantage before the actual engage. Don't forget about peeling your teammates. The class can easily cross arena in short amount of time when it's needed. Now that we are done with the roles, let's move to the next segment. Before explaining abilities, let's take a quick look at the identity of Scrapper. The identity is split into two resources: Stamina, yellow resource, and Shock, green resource. While Stamina recovers naturally over time, Shock can be only gained by using Stamina abilities. Shock is used on Shock abilities, which cover most of Scrapper's damage and give some of the Stamina back. Now, onto the abilities. First, we have Charging Blow. As for tripods, we take Excel Mobility for the extra distance, Destroyer for the knockup, and Deathband to make it 20% faster. With only 4 seconds of cooldown and protection against stagger, it serves as Engage, Disengage, and main movement ability. Next, we have Fierce Tiger Strike, with only one tripod, which is Stamina Control for easier resource management. This is where my build and meta build go different paths. The meta build takes 2 tripods: Amplify damage to make all party members deal more damage to the target, and Focus for more shock generation. The ability is mostly used for resource management, combos, and prolonging crowd control on the enemy. Next one is our second mobility skill, Dragon Advent. As for tripods, we take excellent mobility for more distance, tenacity for push super armor, and in my build we also take Advent of the Black Dragon for the higher knockup. While it has longer cooldown compared to the Charging Blow, it's more safe thanks to the second tripod. It lets us take some more risky engages and safer disengages. With higher airtime from the third tripod, Scrapper gains access to the new set of combos, which I will showcase in the next segment. Scrapper's next ability is the Instant Hit. Tripods we want to use are White Hit for 20% bigger AoE, Precision to make stun last longer, and Tracking Instinct, which gives us 4-meter dash. While being the only stun in our kit, it also has 17-second cooldown, so landing it is very crucial and can lead to heavy damage combos. But missing it means you cannot interrupt enemy abilities, so think ahead where you could get the most value out of it. Next is Roundup Sweep. For tripods, we want single hit for increased damage on single targets, Circumstantial Judgment, which makes us dash forward, and a Reinforced Hit to change ability shape into Big Fist, giving us longer reach. It has few purposes: resource management, extra damage in combo, and catch enemies off guard at medium distance. Now it's time for our main damage ability, the Throttle. Tripods we want to use are True Insight for a faster cast, Tenacity to gain push super armor, and Shock Explosion for more damage depending on amount of shock used. It uses all the available shock, and depending on the amount used, it increases the damage. The optimal amount is 76%. It's quick, protected, and deal good amount of damage in burst. Also, don't be scared to use it defensively to counter engage. Chain Destruction Fist is next shock ability used in Scrapper's kit. As for tripods, we want Endless Rage for 30% increased range and damage, Tenacity for push super armor, and Shaking Ground to make each smash deal 15% more damage. Although third tripod grade explosion isn't a bad choice either if you want a bit faster cast, but don't mind losing damage and being locked in animation of the jump. I mainly use it as protection and bait enemies. Damage is my second priority. And last ability is True Rising Fist. It's a combo, meaning uppercut and slam are separated. For the tripods, we take Lightning Fist to make it instant and have 50% chance to apply dot effect, Air Raid to ignore 60% defense on the uppercut, and Dragon's Fury for damage and radius increase on the slam. It can be used in combos for protection against stagger and resource management. Awakenings have highest super armor, making you immune to every kind of crowd control during cast. It's a decent option for protection in certain situations. Both Undefeated Dragon King and Mysterious Art, Blast of Ruination, are good to use. Dragon King being an easier option with a bit faster cast and good follow-up on range catches from your team. While Blast is wider and have higher damage if enemy is in point blank range, but it's harder to use due to damage being highest in 0 to 2 meters with a slower cast. Last part of the ability section is Scrapper's Dodge, Tag. The best dodge in the game, being able to use it once with 5-second cooldown or twice with 10-second cooldown. Mastering the use of it is what separates good scrappers from the best. Every dodge have highest super armor, making class immune to every crowd control during it. Now that I'm done with explaining abilities, let's move on to the combos. Now onto the combos. First we have charging, into instant, into tiger, to death rattle. It's very standard and most scrappers go for it. I will say it's pretty vulnerable when you apply tiger due to lack of protection. That's why I usually go for charging, into instant, into death rattle. It's a little bit less damage, but it's faster and less vulnerable. Longer and more damaging version of that combo is charging, into instant, into true rising, into tiger, into death rattle. It takes more time, but it definitely deals the most damage out of every combo we have. There's other variations of the combo, like roundup, into instant, to death rattle. You can substitute death rattle with true rising fist or chain distraction fist. Now I will show why I like third tripod in Dragon Advent. Thanks to the higher knockup from it, Scrapper gets new set of combos, like Advent into instant into death rattle, or Advent into true rising fist. But the biggest advantage is that we are able to use awakening from it. Advent into instant into Dragon King or Blast. Now that we are done with combos, I've got few tips which can improve your gameplay. There's few useful tips which can improve your gameplay as a scrapper. First being usage of instant hit into dodge. It's very fast and lets you reposition after landing a stun. It makes you a bit safer and gives you more opportunities. Second tip is to use random sweep instead of instant hit in certain situations. The wind-up animation of roundup is faster than instant hit and making it better at catching enemy off guard and connecting stun from instant hit right after. Next tip is connected to ability Chain Distraction Fist. Try to not use it when the dodge is on cooldown, because that's the only way to cancel it in case it's too dangerous and may lead to you getting caught by the enemy. It can be also used as a bait. To do that, make them want to interrupt the ability and then cancel it with dodge to punish enemy which got careless. Last tip is about True Rising Fist. You're able to delay the second part of the ability to make the timing different, and enemy which will normally interrupt you will get hit by it instead. Now that I'm done with tips, let's move on to the last section, Mindset. In this section, I'll be explaining the actions I took in the match and why I did them. There will be occasional pause of the video to explain what was going through my mind. Hopefully, this will help you improve after understanding why I did certain things. Right, Now that I get into game, first thing I want to check is enemy classes. As you see, playing against Paladin, Artillerist, and Sark, so I can already get into mentality and what I need to do against them, right? I'm using my abilities to gain a little bit of shock before the match starts, and let's see what I do. I engage a little bit, make them split, engage on Sark, and get some free damage, although I get punished by Paladin, and disengage for a little bit, get some of my cooldowns back. Then engage on Sark, make her use her space, get some free damage in, get another knockup into another ability, Face of Distraction, gain more damage. I'm using the moment where enemies are not paying attention to me, prolonging the CCs on the enemies. Auto-attacking, so I will go back a bit. As you see, I was auto-attacking, so the Gatling, in case the artillery turns around to me, the auto-attack will prevent me from being staggered, right? So I can punish him in that moment. But Paladin catches me while doing the ability, forcing the roll out of the enemies, forcing the roll out of Paladin. Get another knockdowns, more damage. Although I get damage a bit, it's fine. I'm punishing the Sark, confirming the stun on knockdown. It's fine. I got a little bit more damage before he got shield. Just waiting a little bit. Seeing the opportunity, getting more knockdowns. Now I use my space to immune Paladin's knockup, and then instantly use my stun to punish him right after it. Although he knocked me up, it's fine. I get the kill here. I use my Dragon Advent to immune the knockup from reverse gravity from Sark, and got knocked down on her into her first tech roll. Then getting another knockdown, which is free catch for my team. Although she was shielded with damage reduction ability, so that means the Paladin doesn't have his damage reduction, which will save his teammates for another like 20 seconds. That time I can get some more knockdowns. Another Dragon Advent into Feast of Distraction to immune her knockdown, although I get punished for being too aggressive. I should have just go back. I died here because I was too aggressive. That's fine. I'm quickly just checking health bars and the score. Quickly confirming and thinking of my next move. Going in on artilleries, getting his roll. Although I get hit, it's fine. I'm waiting for my space to come back. And engage back on the artilleries, getting the knockup. Then confirming the catch again. Getting out of the ability from artillerist. Getting some of my resource back. And trying to catch one of them again. Although I got knocked down. That's the thing with, I'll go back again. That's the thing with True Rising Fist. So again. It's very slow, which can be punished just like that. So you gotta be careful about using it in neutral. I cannot help my teammates sadly. I didn't have any ability to interrupt artillery, so I just focused on someone I can I can just kill the Sark in the meantime while artillerist is a little bit busy with my teammate. Then I get another knockdown. Force the roll once again. He's going into tower. Well, his turret mode, identity, so I cannot do anything. Just waiting for my stun to come back. Although I miss it, it's fine. I'm auto-attacking yet again to stop his stun. He is not being able to stop me. He's not being able from stopping me. And then once his ability is out, once his ability is finished, I knock him up with my Terrorizing Fist and go out. Get some healing for my team. Prevent the Paladin from helping. I tried to get a stun, but because of the animation from Artillerist, I didn't see him spinning, which sadly kills Artillerist. That's fine. I get another knockup, force the knockdown, force the tech roll, and try to get Awakening. You see, I get huge crit, almost 92k, giving my team almost 2 kills in that moment. A little bit too aggressive, and I get punished for it, but I believe in my team, which confirms the kill. They just need to survive for 10 more seconds and we are fine. Get another instant hit, more damage. There's 3 seconds left, and that's all. And that's all there is to the match. We won. I confirmed the kills. I made as much chaos as I called. I peeled for my teammates when I called, and I tried to make as much room as I called, so they could just play the way they want, right? That's basically the scrapper of the I'm sorry, that's the role of the scrapper. And that was the last part of my scrapper PvP guide. If you have any more questions, you can hit me up at twitch.tv/Qami__. Also, give the video a like and subscribe to the channel, as I will upload more content in the future. Bye!